Welcome to a vital conversation about one of the most pressing challenges facing our planet today, climate change. In this video, we'll explore the causes and consequences of climate change and discuss the urgent need for collective action to address this global crisis. From rising temperatures to extreme weather events, the impacts of climate change are far-reaching and profound, affecting ecosystems, communities, and economies around the world. But fear not, for there is hope in our ability to come together, innovate, and enact positive change. So, let's roll up our sleeves and delve into the complexities of climate change and discover how we can all be part of the solution. Chapter 1. Understanding climate change. At its core, climate change refers to the long-term alteration of Earth's climate patterns, primarily driven by human activities such as the burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes. These activities release greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide, into the atmosphere, trapping heat and causing global temperatures to rise. The consequences of this warming trend are wide-ranging and include melting ice caps, rising sea levels, shifts in weather patterns, and disruptions to ecosystems and biodiversity. While natural factors also influence climate variability, scientific evidence overwhelmingly points to human activities as the primary driver of recent climate change. Chapter 2. Impacts of climate change. The impacts of climate change are already being felt across the globe, with profound consequences for both natural and human systems. From extreme weather events such as hurricanes, droughts, and wildfires, to shifts in agricultural productivity, water availability, and disease patterns, the effects of climate change are widespread and multifaceted. Vulnerable communities, including low-income populations, indigenous peoples, and coastal regions, are disproportionately affected by these impacts, exacerbating existing inequalities and threatening livelihoods, health, and well-being. Additionally, climate change poses a significant threat to biodiversity, with many species facing habitat loss, extinction, and disruptions to their life cycles. Without swift and decisive action, the consequences of climate change will only intensify in the years to come, posing grave risks to future generations and the planet as a whole. Chapter 3. Solutions and mitigation strategies. While the challenges of climate change may seem daunting, there is reason for optimism in the growing momentum of global efforts to address this crisis. From international agreements such as the Paris Agreement to local initiatives aimed at reducing emissions, transitioning to renewable energy, and promoting sustainable land use practices, there are countless opportunities for individuals, communities, businesses, and governments to take meaningful action. By embracing renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power, investing in energy efficiency measures, and supporting policies that promote clean transportation and sustainable agriculture, we can reduce our carbon footprint and mitigate the impacts of climate change. Additionally, initiatives aimed at protecting and restoring natural ecosystems, such as forests, wetlands, and coral reefs, play a crucial role in sequestering carbon dioxide and enhancing resilience to climate impacts. Chapter 4. The power of collective action. Perhaps the most powerful tool in the fight against climate change is the power of collective action, the idea that by coming together, we can achieve far more than we ever could alone. Whether it's joining community cleanup efforts, advocating for climate-friendly policies, supporting environmentally conscious businesses, or reducing our own carbon footprint through lifestyle changes, each of us has a role to play in shaping a more sustainable and resilient future. By raising awareness, fostering dialogue, and mobilizing resources, we can build a global movement for climate action that transcends borders, cultures, and ideologies. Together, we have the power to create a world where future generations can thrive in harmony with nature and where the impacts of climate change are mitigated and minimized. As we conclude our exploration of climate change, let us be inspired by the immense potential for positive change that lies within each of us. By understanding the causes and consequences of climate change, embracing solutions and mitigation strategies, and harnessing the power of collective action, we can chart a course towards a brighter and more sustainable future for our planet and all its inhabitants. So let's stand together as stewards of the Earth, united in our commitment to protecting and preserving the precious gift of our natural world. Together, we can turn the tide on climate change and create a legacy of hope, resilience, and environmental stewardship for generations to come. Until next time, save Earth.